Hi there YouTube, welcome back. Today we are going to play World of Warcraft. We're doing some mount runs. Hopefully this time we'll actually get something. It's been a long ass time. It's been a fair few months since we got a rare mount drop, I'm pretty sure. On stream especially. So hopefully our luck will change. Will it this week? I'm skeptical, but hey, if you don't try, you'll never know. So as always, if you enjoy the video, leave a like, leave a comment down below, let me know what mounts you've been getting recently, and give the channel a subscribe. It helps out a tremendous amount, and I appreciate it very much. And I hope you're all having a lovely day. I'll see you in the game. Ciao for now. So I'm in Loam. I'm in the Azeroth Cavern. I've done my daily snail quest. This is not something I knew even existed, really, in 10.1 of Dragonflight. So, I'm slowly catching up. I've done like 5 of the days, and I think it takes a month to actually do it. So, got a while to go yet. But, yeah, I've done other little bits here and there for the week. I've done my raid run to try and get the legendary axe. Did I? No. No. Will I? Hope so. One day. We'll see. It is what it is. But we've got other things to do. Something I've been neglecting quite a lot. I've still got the dig site to do for 10.2.5. So, something I've been neglecting, on stream anyway. I've done some mount runs occasionally, off stream, not too many. I've just not had a lot of time to do them. I don't even know the last time we did mount runs in World of Warcraft. It was maybe like a month ago on stream, I think. We tried to get Gmod, right? I think that was the video. Where are we going? Where's the best place to go? Oh, you know where I'm gonna go first, actually? It's not for mount. It's for something far more important, which I'll probably never use. But I've been dying to get this for... When did Shadowlands come out? A long ass time. Oh, that's interesting. If you can't dragon ride, it doesn't change the action bar to the dragon riding one. That's nice. I'm sure everyone is livid that I've gone to Shadowlands for the first thing on this gameplay.
Welcome to
the... Okay, I'm gonna Hearthstone away after this. I would go for the... There are 2 rares that I can think of. There may be another one that I'm not thinking of. There are 2 rares in particular in Shadowlands that I still need to get mounts off of. And the first one is Warbringer Malkarak in Maldraxxus. And his spawn timer is anywhere from like 45 minutes to 90 minutes, I think. It could even go over that. And that's like a daily attempt. You can do that once a day per character as well. And I just don't want to be sat here for 45 minutes when I've only got like an hour anyway. I don't want to be sat here for 45 minutes of that, potentially waiting for an enemy to spawn. It's not fun content. So I think mounts like that I'm just going to do when I'm not doing anything off stream. If I'm feeling lucky, I might record when it spawns, if I've got OBS open. So I do like recording getting mount reactions. I think that's genuinely some of the best content that WoW actually has as a medium. Gameplay is fine and everything, but anyway, we're over here. We're at Bastion, right? We've got to pick up this Penance of Purity, and you've got to do the Trials of Purity. And I failed. I'm not pure. Yeah, we got to like work our way through this maze to get to this font. Is that the right word? It's a font of flame. A fireplace, I guess. A stove. But an angelic barbecue. And if you do this, you can do this once per day, and it's got a very, very, very low drop chance at giving you a sword, which looks very cool, and it's very Alliance themed. It's it is a silver hand sword, so it's more like paladin themed than anything. But that's fine, we didn't get it. Didn't get it. Did not get. It happens. Happens to the best of us. We have got another Shadowlands mount to get as well. 2 more, in fact, in the Moor. There's the Arden Wield when the assault in the Moor is up. The Arden Wield one from the quest at the end of the assault, I guess. That has a chance to give a mount, and I've got every other one. The Venthia, Bastion, and Kyrian, sorry. And where am I going? Venthia, Kyrian, and the Maldraxi. What are the Necrolords? Cripes. I've got all of those mounts that they drop. I just haven't got the Arden Wheel one yet. So I keep doing that. And also when the Shadehound event is up, because I've still yet to get that mount as well. And every time I go to the Moor, I keep picking up these things with the Stygia Dowser, which you walk around, and it works fairly similar to, if you're familiar with Final Fantasy XIV's Aether Currents. You like fly in certain areas. It's not for the same purpose, it's just like same mechanic on how it works. The Aether Currents in Final Fantasy XIV, if you collect all of them, you can... It speeds up your ground mount, and you can eventually fly. And it's sort of a similar process. They're like these green orbs that are just around, and you just click on them to attune to them. And in the Moor, it's basically the same thing. You go around looking for green orbs, and you collect materials from them with the dowsing tool. And then you can craft an iron bear. But we're not doing any of that. Not this week, because the Arden Wield event isn't up, I don't think. And I don't believe the Shadehound one is either. Could have looked. So we all know the drill here, right? We've been through this many, many, many times. I don't know if I got the mount from here on normal mode on stream or not. It's been a while since I've had it. But yeah, for old raids like this, or newer raids, I suppose. Old raids don't actually have this mechanic, but newer raids from, like, Legion, maybe slightly earlier. There is a mechanic that if you go through the raid, usually 4 times, you would then get a skip. So the skip here takes you to the penultimate boss. So every week you've got to kill this lady Elisand, and then you can get to the final boss where the mounts actually drop. From Gul'dan, and we've got this one. This one's pretty neat, and I think I actually prefer the colours on normal mode one. But on Mythic only, he drops... Gul'dan drops this red version, which looks sick as well. And we're looking for that. And also, potentially, it's not on the loot table here, but he also drops a toy as well, which is a golden Hearthstone card. Lord Jiraxxus, I think. I don't actually know what the toy does.
I will do everything in my power to make it so. Your deaths ensure the future of the Nightborn.
It doesn't say.
Forward,
Okay.
then. Let us speed
Who knows?
towards your
Who
fate.
knows?
Your timelines end here.
Big ad.
Big ad.
Phase 2.
You exist in but a single moment. I am far less limited.
Watch your step. Run
Big
out.
ad.
Phase 3.
Time shifts again, and your doom draws near.
Sure does.
Watch your step. Big ad.
Time is
Big ad.
slipping away.
Oh, why have I picked all that up? I didn't want that in my inventory. It wasn't too much. That's fine. This is Gul'dan. There he is, in all his glory, I suppose.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Target you. Phase 2.
Alright, let's go up here. Hands off. I believe in the process. I believe in the process. I believe in the process.
Surrender. I may yet show mercy.
I believed. Oh!
Run
Almost spun around and walked off myself. That would have been fun.
Time to return the deed.
Alright, Gul'dan's dead.
I am darkness incarnate.
That was nice and easy, wasn't it?
It cannot end like
But wait, there's more. In the Mythic difficulty. Mythic is the most difficult version of raids now.
and presume to
It used to be... Back in the day, there was only normal raids and normal dungeons, and it's then heroic dungeons become a thing,
behold
which were harder, give better items.
the endless
And now we've progressed. We've like Dragon Ball power scaling in a way, but not anywhere nearly quite as bad. But now heroics are... Normal dungeons are pointless these days. They're literally only for if you've got a quest there and you're leveling up. We didn't get them out. Sadly. It's a quick way out of here. As a Death Knight, anyway. Yeah, so normal dungeons are no longer relevant, really. And in fact, in the newest patch in World of Warcraft, they've turned you can do normal dungeons as follower dungeons. Where you can... The newest ones for the Dragonflight expansion. The newest 8 dungeons, you can run them solo, but with, like, NPC allies. So it's still a party of 5, but it's you and 4 NPCs, or you and a friend and 3 NPCs, depending what roles you want to play. Where am I going? So that is a nice feature. I think that's a better way to do normal dungeons from now on. I think that should be default, maybe. Maybe not default, but, you know, I think maybe push the follower dungeons a little bit more than... I don't know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say, because people do like doing them as they level up. That might be silly of me to say that. But it's a good choice if you're leveling, and it's like, what, 5 AM? You haven't gone to bed, there's no one on. If you want to do a normal dungeon while you're leveling, I think that's a good alternative, for sure. I'm going over here. So yeah, heroic dungeons have sort of become what normals were in vanilla, I guess. So yeah, you can sort of run them to get a little bit of gear, but they are kind of pointless. And I'd argue now, especially even in Dragonflight, that mythic dungeons have become the new normal dungeons. Because I didn't really partake in it. I maybe did one mythic, I can't remember. But at the beginning of Dragonflight, before the raids were out and everything, mythic dungeons were available. And everyone was doing... There was no Mythic Plus available, no raids, I don't think. But Mythic Zeros, Mythic... just normal Mythic dungeons were available. And they give really good loot. So people were like hard farming them to get as geared as they could for when the raids come out. So yeah, Mythic dungeons are sort of the new normal leveling up process. Mythic Plus, however, is a completely different kettle of fish. Mythic Plus is like an endlessly scaling... They start off at Mythic level 0, which is just your normal Mythic dungeon. And then when you complete a Mythic dungeon now, you get a little keystone, which is for a random Mythic dungeon that's in the seasonal pool. So you get like a Mythic plus 2. So that's hard mode Mythic dungeon, basically. And if you complete a plus 2, you get like a plus 5 or whatever if you 3 chest it. I don't know how it works. I don't run Mythic plus dungeons often at all, in fact. But it is what it is. But yeah, you can sort of work your way up.
Target changed.
And that's like endgame progression now.
Run.
So compared to like a Mythic plus 28 or something, a Mythic 0 is absolutely nothing. But Mythic 28 is like for like top end gear. I think anywhere from Mythic 15 and upwards is like the highest gear that you can get. That used to be the case at some point. I don't know anymore. You don't get better gear for running a 28 over a 15, I don't believe. Or whatever the cap is now. It might be 20 or something. 20 might be the max. I genuinely don't know. I'm so incredibly out of the loop on that kind of thing. I'm just here to play my game, my silly little game, run my silly little legacy content, collect my silly little mounts, and maybe do normal and heroic occasion. I've gone to the wrong place. Do normal raids occasionally. Do heroic raids whenever there's a mount available. There's like an ahead of the curve thing. Then I'll go get that. But other than that, I'm pretty out of the loop on that whole thing. I would like to get into it. Like I as far as I'm aware, normal pugging is very easy. Depending on the raid, of course. But Amidra still has been a really good raid tier. I've done LFR because I'm one of those people that doesn't play the game for however many hours at a time. Sometimes I do. But I don't have... My working schedule changes literally every week. So for me to like make weekly plans at a very specific time is very difficult for me. I can make it... I don't know, I can make it like maybe 2 weeks out of every 2 months or something. If it's like on a Friday between 7 and 11 or whatever it is. So yeah, I don't have a lot of luck doing that. That's why people do Mythic Plus, right? Maybe I should get into Mythic Plus pushing. Because that's more for... Dungeons take half an hour. If you can find someone. But I'm also aware that I play a class that nobody wants in Mythic Plus currently. I think for lower keys, doesn't make a difference at all, does it really? But, like the top 1%, who plays a Death Knight in Mythic Plus? Naff all. Nobody, because Death Knight's low currently.
Spread.
And it's not just that they blow for Mythic Plus or for raiding, because Unholy still with an Evoker behind them, giving them the buffs. Yeah, brilliant, great, big damage,
Phase
sure.
2.
Is there a lot of utility there? No, not really.
Phase change.
When you get the same utility from bringing a Blood Death Knight, it's... Why would you just not bring a Blood Death Knight, basically?
Phase
Which I get.
3.
I do get that. But Frost Death Knights? What the hell do we bring?
He did it! Angramar's essence is free. He can stand beside his brethren once more. Back to work. All right.
We don't even bring 20% haste like we do in Wrath. I don't think. Let me look at my talents. Do we actually... Does it extend to party members? Don't even know my own class. I genuinely don't know. I genuinely can't remember. Maybe they've changed it. I can't even see where Icy Talons is. Icy Talons, runic power spending abilities increase your melee attack speed for 6% by 10, stacking up to 3 times. Oh, so it stacks to 18 now. It's no longer 20, and it doesn't go to party members either. So yeah, we're not very helpful in a raid scenario either. That's nice.
4, 3,
Range 5.
1.
I've always loved Death Knight. I love obliteration crits. I can't get over it. Breath of Syndragosa, Frost Death Knight sucks. I hate that playstyle. Never liked it in my life. Did we get anything good? No, we did not. No mounts from there today either. Said that in such a weird tone. Why? That's fine. What else have we got to run? We got Mythic Dungeons. Mythic Battle for Azeroth Dungeons. I feel like we could get one of those today. I'm feeling maybe the parrot from Freehold. Maybe we'll get the parrot. I feel like we could do that. Feeling lucky. Feeling very lucky with that. Oh, this'll be nice. You know how every week, and I'll complain about this until the day I die, I'm sure. But you remember how every week, when I played Horde, it was fine. Because when we run Mechagon, from the Horde capital city, there's literally a teleport all the way over here. And you can just instantly get there, which is great. Also, the boat to Tiragard Sound is also... It takes you, like, over here somewhere, which is quite close to that dungeon that we need as well. So, Horde Prio over dungeon placements, of course. Blizzard love the Horde and hate Alliance. That was one thing I loved about playing Horde, and the fact that you've got to fly over here as an Alliance character from here. Now that we can dragon ride in the old world, it makes getting over there a little bit less painful, I guess. Not massively, but it helps.
The Resistance is always in need of resources. You can aid us.
There should be a treasure chest with my name on it over here as well somewhere. There should be. I'm gonna help build that. I think I need an achievement to help build those still. Ah, mechanized chest. Where is that? Oh, thing. Reclamation rig is up. I don't actually have enough. Put the energy cells in. I don't have enough spare parts. Well, I guess we're defending this then. I don't actually know what this does. I know there's like a t-shirt you can get from this. I don't actually know what the t-shirt does. Maybe having all the things installed would be a good thing to do. Outdoor zones. Coltirus. Mechagon. I don't actually know what it comes under. Secret fish of Mechagon. You... Mechadon. Oh, so there's a mount I've still got to get from here, actually. Oh, maybe we'll do that one day. I feel like I'm so behind on things that I've got to do on World of Warcraft. Because there's like your weekly stuff, like your raids and everything, and tasks, and power level upkeep to do. But then there's all this old content as well that I just don't have time to go back and do. Aside from running legacy raids for mounts, because that doesn't take as long. And then you look at people who like Annie, who play WoW, who just put us all to shame, really, because does she still have every achievement? Like, maybe a couple behind with the new patch, sure. But for the most part, she's got like 99.9% of all achievements and has collected a ridiculous amount of transmog for her warlock as well. Very, very good going. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, no idea what we actually get from this thing. I was trying to have a look, but I don't think I actually made much progress. Reclamation rig. That's the shirt, right? This shirt can drop from the mobs during the Reclamation rig event, so it's not a guaranteed thing. I think there's some sort of mini game that's tied to it as well. Defeat Neutronium Surge. Where is he? Where he be? Oh, there's 3 of them. But that would build another thing. Oh, there are 3 of them. Wow. Look at that. That was nice and easy. Oh, I got an Azeroth mini pack, Mechagon. I still need a couple of toys from this. I've already collected that one. That's no good. Azeroth mini pack Bondo's Yard. Road Trog. I've already got that one as well. That's no good to me. So the mechanized chest is up here somewhere. There it is. And in there, we've got an Azeroth mini pack Mechagon, which didn't give me one that I needed either. That's fine. So, right, back to the mount farming before we get a little bit carried away. Like I said, I don't have long today. So, dungeon difficulty Mythic. Fly into the Mechagon portal. And as always, it's nighttime here, which I hate.
To prevent my father from eradicating all organic life, we need to gain entry into his subterranean fortress city. Luckily, the flying mechanical terror that patrols this region has a control module that can open the gates. Assaulting it head-on would be ill-advised, but disabling its remote power node should render it vulnerable. The nodes are scattered throughout the junkyard. I've calibrated my sensors to detect them when you're in proximity.
So we're gonna root
AOE incoming.
garbage, looking for nodes that may not even be there. All while avoiding a flying death machine.
Log.
We can break into a fortress that has even more death machines.
Your assessment is accurate.
Yeah, we'll go this way.
I will deactivate the node, move with haste, and locate the others. Proceed with caution. Mechagon's war machine appears to be changing course. It seems to be moving toward Bondo's Yard. You
Oh,
should keep
that's
this
where
close.
I'm going. What do you mean?
There appears to be a power node within the vicinity of the scrapyard.
Charging.
You will need to
Move.
employ violence.
Not to worry.
Eat my dust. Deploy.
Charging. Move.
Cross it.
The junkers are no longer a threat. I can disable the node.
Emergency detonation. Fulfilling ultimate purpose.
Proceed with caution. Mechagon's war machine appears to be
That's
changing
something nice
course.
about being a night elf now, I will admit, is that I can shadow meld to get out of combat whenever I need to. Comes more in handy than you'd think, actually. It's a pretty decent racial.
A
But
power node
is
must
it a
be
decent
located
racial
within that
because
flag.
the game's buggy and sometimes you
You'll
just
have to
don't drop
sanitize the
combat?
area in order to
Yes.
access it.
Error. Mobile sanitation required.
If
Run.
combat dropped as soon as you sort of finish combat, I don't think it'd be as good a racial. Sure, you can like reset
Mobility
enemies and stuff.
compromised.
Did I not pull him?
Run.
Sanitation required. Error. Mobility compromised.
Run.
Sensors recalibrated. Massive toxicity levels detected. Sensors recalibrate. System restored. Moving to contamination site.
Yeah, there's no items that I need from these guys anymore.
With that creature neutralized,
Purely here for the mount now. I don't know if you can actually bonus roll it. I'll be honest, I didn't realize that bonus rolls actually worked here.
Exemplary work. With the power nodes inert, the machine will return to its hub to
What's the mount called?
recharge. Our chance to disable
Mechagon
it requires access
Peacekeeper.
By shutting down the power grid, Tinkmaster Overspark has turned the hunter into the hunted.
Someone will left a comment on Wowhead saying whether you can bonus roll it or not.
My readers deserve to know that I'm more than just my incredible brain.
Comments. Drop from Mythic Plus chest, that's no good to me. Bonus. Spelled bonus wrong. Actually, literally nobody's mentioned bonus rolling. Maybe you can't.
Excellent. Target practice.
Stay away from lines.
So it's this guy that drops the mount.
Phase change.
For annihilation.
You want to dodge these guys. You want to dodge all of the guys. And you also want to dodge the electric. As always, you see me run this place 10,000 times, I'm sure. I mean, hyperbole, because I haven't run it 10,000 times ever. But it's one of our... Every time we stream, every time we do a mount run, we always come here. Nighthold and Taurus, now that we've got the raid skip, it's a lot easier. But also a couple of times before then as well. All the mythic dungeons from BFA that have mounts. We've got one of them. We got the Underrot mount ages ago now. And that might actually be one of the last mounts that we got on stream. It's been a long, long time. It's a shame that stopped... Oh, you can skip if you jump into one of the red robots. Wow, sick. Speedrun strats. Let's go. And we didn't get the mount. But I will always like that transmog. I think that's very cool. For an axe. It's not an axe, is it? Really? I'm going to try bonus roll it. We didn't get anything. Never mind. Hey, if you don't try, you never know. Do-do-do-do.
The Resistance is always in need of resources. You can aid us by locating mechanized chests across the island.
Still need to buy that at some point as well. Maybe when I've got spare cash on me. Maybe. So, let's fly all the way back. Probably would be quicker to Hearthstone and actually teleport over that way, but... yeah. We'll take the scenic route today. I've always wondered this, and call me crazy, I'm going to hang around here for a second. There's always... people, I feel like people don't take notice of the clouds in this game that often, when they should. I feel like the clouds give little hints. Not anything like lore particular, but just little hints and a little bit of world building here and there. I think the Onaran Plains clouds in Dragonflight, the clouds obviously look dragon-shaped. And the ones in Thaldraszus, to me, remind me of the image of the Titans in the galaxy. You know the artwork that I'm talking about. Those clouds have a lot of similarities to me. And I don't think it's any coincidence. Look at this cloud. In fact, let me land. Look at this cloud. Look at this cloud up here, yeah? And it reminds you of which continent? Let me all hear you say it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Northrend. Which direction is Northrend from here? It's literally... Look at that continent. Look at that continent, dude. You're telling me that cloud is not meant to be Northrend shaped? And it's in the exact direction where Northrend is? Telling you, man. Go look at the clouds in Maldraxxus. There's they're very sort of slime ooze shaped as well and have like skull faces in them. You should definitely keep your eye on the clouds, man. They've got little bits of world building in. I don't think all the clouds do. I'm not trying to claim that every single cloud has a specific meaning or anything. Like, I mean, you could argue this is like the Broken Isles, maybe? It could be, but it's like, to me it feels... No, actually, it is on the right-hand side. It could be the Broken Isles and Northrend. It looked a little bit too far away from me, but I could be wrong. Like Broken Isles, Tomb of Sargeras. Broken Shore. Potentially. Maybe not. Definitely not a coincidence, though. I'm not trying to say that these look like Kalimdor or anything, though. Or Eastern Kingdoms, rather. I don't think that's necessarily the case. Could be. This one's a strange shape, though. I like that one is sort of strangely shaped as well. They almost look like pincers. I know it's like a sea shanty expansion. Or this island is. I'm not trying to say these are like crabs or anything, but... Let's freehold. This is the dungeon we'll be exploring. This is the Outworld version of it. We're going to the instance version. That's where we'll be ending up over here. Killing Harlan Sweet. And see if he'll drop the parrot mount. So as always, a little guide here. For freehold, you want to mount up, you want to run to the right because you don't have to deal with the first boss. As far as I'm aware, never have had to deal with the first boss. If you can sneak by him, great. If not, now that I'm a night elf, I could shadow meld out of that. But you will have to kill a few mobs if you pull that guy and can't vanish. Just root your way through. You can jump onto the bridge like that because there's an invisible wall that'll stop you from falling off. relatively easy stuff. These guys you probably can't avoid. As as I just walk through them and completely avoid them. Oh well, it is what it is. And when you pull this guy, you also pull the mobs that are a little bit far away, which is fine.
Phase 2. Phase 3.
Did we get the parrot? No, we didn't. No mounts. We've got one more dungeon that we can look at. And then we'll do a raid. In fact, have I done Desire Lore this week? I've done the LFR version. We could do the normal version, maybe. That might take a while to get through. I might just have enough time to do it. Make our way back. Dragon riding in the old world is so nice. I cannot wait for the War Within when we can use our old mounts to dragon ride as well. Or dynamic fly, sorry, it's called now. I wonder if they've changed that in the mount logbook actually. Oh no, it does still say dragon riding there. Maybe they'll update that to say dynamic flying. Oh no, because they'll both be either or, won't they? Never mind. Foolish. Ah, what am I doing? I've gone too far. I need to talk to this captain. We need to go to Zuldazar. Oh, I'm pretty sure the last time I mentioned this. Was it the last time I run this place? Maybe. Or I might have just been talking to my cousin about this. But I vaguely remember thinking at least that when the dragon riding patch come out, how this flight up this mountain would be a lot quicker and a lot easier. And it is. It's very nice. Makes a nice change.
Welcome to the tomb of the first Troll King. Wish I could be there to greet you myself. My power has already taken root, binding the ancient spirits to the will of my master.
I believe you. This dungeon, unfortunately, has no skips that I know of. It's... You have to do the whole thing. It's lengthy. It's not visually appealing, really. It looks nice, sure, but it's not like... It's not pleasant to look at. It's very indoor. Almost cavernous, very dusty, dark, dim. A lot of other D words. Dangerous.
Interrupt.
Diplomatic.
Interrupt.
Disingenuous. How else can we describe a dungeon? Gotta kill the golden serpent. I wish we could skip this boss. If we could skip this boss, it would be a little bit better. It's mainly because you have to deal with the trash that spawns around the square. Also, could just run straight into this room, and this was like your first interaction with the dungeon. That'd be nice. But also a full skip to get to the end would be even better.
Run out.
Gauntlets like this, though, it's not really a gauntlet, but it kind of is at the same time. Gauntlets like this remind me of the It's Blood Furnace, right, in Hellfire Ramparts. It takes me back to those days. And completely different theme, but it just makes me think of the good old days. I kind of miss the feeling of, I'm saying this, I could play it right now because Wrath is out. But I miss when Wrath, like, first come out in 2008. I didn't play my Death Knight until it was either late 2008 or 2009 because I got Wrath of the Lich King for Christmas, I'm pretty sure, in 2008. And I was playing my Rogue at the time.
Interrupt.
And I got him to... I got my Rogue to 64, I'm pretty sure. He was in Terakar Forest. I got the purple shoulders from that one quest, the purple leather shoulders. And then I got Wrath of the Lich King for Christmas, and instantly I made a Death Knight, because I thought they were like the coolest thing. And you know what? They don't play good. I don't like how they play that much now, but still, Death Knights in general, cool. Hey Tom. Don't mind me, I'm just rambling about the good old days of World of Warcraft. How you doing? How's the internet holding up? I've had 0 drop frames. It's held up all day yesterday. It's held up so far today with streaming. It's one of those things where it didn't go off all the time. It would go off randomly. But if I like did something strenuous like streaming, or even, it always kicked in at like the worst times. My internet would, it's sentient, I'm pretty sure. It would always cut off as I'm killing a raid boss in World of Warcraft. And it wouldn't happen at the start of the fight. No. It would happen when it gets to like 25% health. And then the disconnections would start happening. And I think if you've at least got hit on the boss, if you manage to hit it, you still get credit for the kill, which is good. But that never used to always be the case, so in my gut, I still have that feeling that I'm not going to get any loot for killing bosses if I disconnect. In instance content, I think you're fine. That's not a problem anymore. In Outworld content, in Outdoors content, that might still be the case. But yeah, it panics me when my net cuts out, and it is always at the worst time. So I'm just running my silly little dungeons, and then I'm good. Like I say, no cuts, no cutouts at the minute, no lags, no little lag spikes, no nothing, no drop frames. Let's go. Let's go. You know what would be a nice way to celebrate the internet working? Game. Hear me out, game.
Target you.
I know the game's sentient as well. We're doing this dungeon. It's called King's Rest. Dazar, the first king. He was like the first troll king. He looks pretty sick. Let's be real. He drops a mount. And I think all of these mounts are 1 in 100 chance, much like other dungeon mounts. I could be wrong. But he drops this thing. It's an undead raptor, man. Not a raptor man. A raptor, comma, man. But look how sick he is. He's a mummified raptor. Still to this day, this is one of my favorite mounts in the game. Ground mounts, especially. So we kind of want to get that. Just a little bit. Oh, he's perfected the jump. You do that jump there, because this cutscene plays, you can skip the cutscene, but if you do that jump correctly... I've stayed on it too long there. If you do that jump correctly, then you can... your character can keep moving to the right place while the cutscene plays.
Complain all you like, my king. But you should have realized there was no escaping Gahun.
Gahun! There he is. King Dazar. And he's so incredibly easy to kill now. Did we get the mount? Oh, I don't know till we leave combat, actually. Did we get the mount? No.
Even now his master gathers power. Zul will not rest until all the world is in the blood god's grip.
I mean, that is slightly devastating. We can do one more mount run. We should be able to do it in the next 20 minutes. Then I'm going to peace out from the stream. We never got an explanation for this, by the way, in the game. It's this area called Shabala. And the mountain is just a giant-ass dinosaur fossil. And I don't feel like that was ever fully explained, apart from there were big dinosaurs in the past. Or I'd like to know more about that. It's one of those things. Archaeology is a profession in World of Warcraft, and currently it sucks. It's sucked since its inception and implementation. But, like, the idea behind archaeology, World of Warcraft has got so much, like, prehistoric lore. Like, archaeology as an actual thing in the game is such an interesting concept. Oh, I'm still on Mythic here, aren't I? I don't want to be on Mythic. That's not good. What do I want to be on? Normal, I think. Normal. Heroic. Have I done Heroic? Oh, there's also Tazavesh. I could run Tazavesh, but I kid you not. Running Tazavesh on Mythic, the final boss, which drops them out, of course. The final boss, you need 5 people to stand on these 5 little markers to skip one of the mechanics. And if you don't have 5 people, the boss gets a 99% damage reduction. And you can brute force your way through it. But with current gear, because it's only the previous expansion, with current gear, it still takes about 15 to 20 minutes to constantly attack him, not like AFK attack. You have to hit all of your abilities for 15 to 20 minutes to take that health down while he's got that shield on him. Yeah, I don't remember what level of sets would be the best way to find out. I'm pretty sure we definitely did normal. I just don't remember if we did mythic. Heroic, sorry. For this raid. I've got no heroic gear, so it doesn't sound promising. I'll just do normal. I can't wait for the day that I can run Mythic. So I'm going to be coming back to this place a lot more. Because there are 2 mounts from this raid. So we've got to work through the first 5 bosses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bosses. We've got to kill the 7th, and that's everything. We don't have to kill the final boss in this place. From the last boss on Mythic, however, there is this mount, which is Big Water Elemental, which I'm looking forward to having at some point in the future. But currently, we're after this shiny-ass gold robot. And thankfully, to get there, it doesn't take too long. There are a couple of raid fights which are a little bit tricky still. One that I need a pet for takes some damage for me.
You trespass upon sacred ground, outsiders. You will not defile Zuldazar with your filth.
A troll paladin. Now I've seen it all. Protest all you want, but you appear to be outnumbered.
The light of the lower is all you will take for invading our lands.
It's nice and easy, isn't it? 2 Dawnbreakers. You love to see it.
I don't want any surprises.
We have little time before the Horde return to the city. Keep moving.
Come on, tank. Blow this fence up for me. Thank you. We were looking for a chase piece in this raid as well from Opulence, which is a sentient pile of money. There was a crown that you could get from him, but we've got it now, I'm pretty sure, from this difficulty. There are different colors of it on different difficulties, which I'd like to get the others too. I think you've got to kill those guys anyway, so there's no point sneaking around them. I think you need to trigger the roleplay here. Oh yeah, that's a big gorilla, by the way. I said this last time I was here. There's more story to tell with him. How this worked, I think the Alliance and the Horde were fighting each other at this point in time, and this is who we're fighting here, the Horde. The 2 playable factions in the game. And this giant gorilla, we basically raised it from a kid, I'm pretty sure. You steal it as a child. And if I remember the questline correctly, you basically feed it growth hormone consistently. And then it gets aggressive. So I think the gnome Tinker puts a headpiece on it to mind control it to fight for the Alliance. I think that's how the questline worked. It's been about 5 or 6 years since I've done that questline. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. Which is kind of sick. Not in a oh that's so cool kind of way, in a oh this is kind of slightly problematic kind of way. And you can't escape from this maze. No matter how quick you damage the bosses, you still have to run through this goddamn awful maze. How it used to work, the damage isn't a big deal anymore, but obviously these green things, they like knock you back or send you to the beginning, I forget. And the fire obviously does damage. Nothing too crazy. Nothing massively out there. They destroy the barrier, you hit them a couple more times, and then they die. I think we've collected all the appearances we can from here too.
Be on guard, champions. I sense.
In fact, I could just check. Oh, we've got a cutscene.
It seems the Banshee Queen isn't the only one with ghouls in her arsenal.
No surprise.
What would it be under? It'd be Dungeons and Raids, right? Battle for Azeroth, Battle of Dazara Law, normal. Oh, there is trash mob loot actually that I could do with picking up. Not much. There's a one-handed axe that I need. And also a sword. Maybe we do the whole raid. It adds like maybe 5 minutes onto the rest of this. Just to pick up some appearances. Oh, hey, remember that gorilla that I was on about? The one that we fed growth hormone, stole it as a kid, raised it, and then mind controlled it to fight for us. Yeah, the Horde killed it and then raised it in undeath. So, not a good life for this gorilla. Very young. We I'm pretty sure like the growth hormone like rapidly aged it as well. Not only
5, 4, 3, 2.
not only like building muscle and stuff. Anyway, he's dead now. Not a problem anymore. Keep meaning to run this on a class that can use fist weapons. I think they're the funniest fist weapons you can get in the game currently. They're just actual massive fists with spikes on. One of my previous favorites before that was there was a quest in Cataclysm from 2010 called The Day That Deathwing Came, which is about 3 adventurers that are telling their story about when Deathwing, a big-ass dragon, flew overhead. And they all tell a story of how they all defeated him, and each one of their stories is different. If you've watched Jesse Cox for many, many years, this is like the one video that put him massively on the map with World of Warcraft creators. He like voice acted all the quest dialogue. There's a guy called Theldarin the Lost, who is a dwarf. Standard Tolkien, fancy, angry, axe-wielding dwarves. And he was telling the story that he punched Deathwing in the face. A big-ass dragon, by the way. So you like play through the quest as him, and you punch a load of rock elementals to get to Deathwing. And then you do in fact punch him in the face. But at the end of that quest chain, there is you get a fist weapon, which is a boxing glove, I think. Can I see it on here? No, I can't. I can't equip them. That's the problem. Oh, here's the big sentient pile of money that we have to fight. Eventually.
Run out.
Now this guy is not meant to be fought like this either. how this boss fight used to work is that when you walk through this door over here, there's a corridor to the left and a corridor to the right.
Run out.
And how it used to be is that you had to split your raid team up in 2 groups. And one will go left, one will go right. And I think there's a little mini-boss in the corridors to the sides there. And if you kill those, it takes the buff off this guy. Because he's got hoarded power, which increases damage by 200% and health increased by 200%. So we've got to... Because we've not gone down the corridors, because you can't as a solo player, we've got to kill him with this buff, which takes twice as long.
How could you destroy something so glorious? It's true what Sylvanas says. You Alliance goons ain't got no souls.
Alliance goons? Let's go.
Heart of the Zara lore. Expect fierce resistance from the Zandalari.
This is the worst part of this raid, I think.
Keep going.
I like the beginning and I love the end of the raid. This part is the worst part. I think it suffers from the King's Rest fatigue. It is just dark, dim. What were the other words that I used? Disingenuous was in there. Not a word I would really use to describe somewhere. We got a frog god there. If you stand in the pool, those frogs come alive and start attacking you. So best to avoid that. This is the raid boss that you need a pet for. Because sometimes we call these council fights when it's like there are 4 bosses for the one boss fight. If you have these guys together, then annoyingly, very annoyingly, they become invulnerable. So you have to send in your pet to attack one of them while you attack the other. But it doesn't end there, as I'm sure we'll see, because I'm bad at timing this. But you need to immune yourself from a stun. Because one of the other guys... Not this. This is fine, you just get turned into a little dinosaur. Which isn't a problem. One of these other guys... This is a cat man, I think. I think we're okay. It's the next guy that I need to be worried about.
Target you.
The next guy that spawns in, he puts a 30-second stun on you.
Target you.
Alright, I think that might have been timed perfectly. Oh no! Never mind. Oh, it's a magic effect. Oh, yes, I've pressed the wrong button.
Target you.
I was so convinced it was a stun, and it's a silence. I'm dumb. Yeah, you need to use anti-magic shell, not Icebound Fortitude, which breaks stuns.
Run. 5, 4.
But yeah, he puts like a 30-second stun on you. So I need to use anti-magic shell straight away. You need to like properly spam cast that, because I think it's a 30-second silence and it refreshes. They refresh it again. Or it runs off.
Target you.
So if you're not quick enough, you just back to back constantly get hit with the silencers, and then you can't attack anything, which is a pain. But that's fine. We've basically nailed this. Got a nice sword there. Nothing else that I need from here. So we've got one more fight that's very awkward. And it's King Rastakhan. We killed the first king, King Dazar, in King's Rest. This is was the current king, King Rastakhan, and we will give him a little kill. Oh my god, it's 2 o'clock. Frick. Time went by pretty quick. That's fine.
The throne room lies ahead.
Oh, hello.
We have struck a
Why is
decisive
huh?
blow against the Zandalari.
I don't know why I just went full screen there.
Chooses to surrender and spare his people further harm.
That was strange. Boom. I might as well kill these guys, see if we can get that trash mob cape to drop, I suppose. In case, you never know. They apparently made bind on equip pieces of loot from raids. They give them a higher drop chance, actually.
Target you.
Not today. So how this guy works, we've got to kill some more trash, but I suppose I'll start explaining it because it's a lengthy process, I guess. How this guy works, there are 2 phases. And there's like no point doing any damage in the first phase. Because you get stunned. Regardless, like he gets to 90% health and then you just get stunned or something like that. There's no point using all your power-ups and everything because you'll get stunned and they'll all run out by the time the stun ends. You need to like pull everything up. Oh, we need to do the roleplay first anyway. And then when you're unstunned, that's when you need to start popping everything. Because you've got like maybe 10 seconds to kill him. And if you take longer than that, then there's another guy that comes into the fight and basically insta-kills you if you're alone. Hell yeah.
We brought it glory. You are nothing. Merely the latest in a long line of savages seeking to undermine our greatness. No, I will not surrender. Because no matter what happens here today, Zandala will stand long after your alliance has crumbled to dust. But if you are so eager to meet Bonsamdi, then step forward. The lower of death awaits. Zandala forever!
So be it. Heroes, you know what must be done.
Zandala forever. Let's go, dude.
You do not face me alone, invaders. You stand before the finest defenders of Zuldazar.
Yeah, this guy like walks down to you very slowly as well. There we go. He's attacking us now, that's good. So we will keep attacking him. A plague of toads, yeah, that's great stuff. And there it is, there's a stun. So now we're charmed, we break the charm like that. And this is where we like pop everything.
Phase 3.
Phase 3 is where we've got like 5 seconds to kill him. But I think it's pretty easy these days. I don't know why we need to worry about that.
When he sided with
We
the
don't.
Horde.
We can savor our victory back in Borealis. It's time to get our people out of here.
Everyone, head to the ships.
Oh yeah, this was kind of interesting for its time. Never had we before, and we haven't since either. This was the first raid where you play as the Alliance and the Horde. Because the story is, as the Alliance, you're invading the city and you've killed the king. This is the end of the raid for the Alliance. So the Alliance are now escaping. But wait, there are 3 more bosses. So how it works is you land on the ship, I'm pretty sure. You fly like back over the bits that you've already done. There's the dead ape that we killed. There's the entrance of the raid. So yeah, you like fly away onto this ship. Plan is to escape. And you'll sort of see how the escape plan goes.
What do you ask of House Proudmoore? May the seas guide you home.
So here we are escaping. Ship's taking off. See you later, Horde. There it is. There's a load screen. I don't know why it says Opulence has been defeated. It does that every time.
Always worth fighting for. Jaina badly wounded. Mekatork on the brink of death. What went wrong, Gen?
The attack on Zuldazar was a success, but the Horde caught up to us as we retreated.
We have a witness who survived the battle, my king.
The Grand Admiral fought bravely, as did the High Tinker. The Horde attacked with such rage, such fury.
Champions, speak to the survivor. I want details on what happened out there.
So we've escaped. We killed their king. It was a successful raid. But some of our guys got caught in the crossfire. This guy's a survivor. So you talk to him. And how it sort of works is he regales you with the story of what happened as you were escaping.
I'll do my best.
But you play it from...
It started when they saw their king fall.
It starts from, like, the king's just died, he's up there. Now the Horde push back the Alliance forces. And you play it as Horde, which is really cool.
He gave us help from the skies, while known forces aided us on the ground. Until Gallywix showed up.
You think you're better than me? Let's go, Tinker Boy!
Slap on all the gold and glitter you want! Your inventions are still cut-rate trash!
Wow, get him.
I've calculated your odds of survival. They are not in your favor. See how you handle this little gizmo!
Shockwave.
Blast for it!
Phase change.
And he's got a shield on him. And now you have to run away for like 30 seconds.
One.
But surely you recognize superior technology.
Watch your step.
3, 2, 1.
Get ready for a
Target you.
twist!
Move to star.
And the idea is, I think you explode this bomb behind
4, 3,
that thing.
2, 1.
I don't remember how this fight used to work.
Watch your step.
4, 3, 2.
15 more seconds.
Target you. Watch your step. Move to star. Phase change.
Here he comes. Right. So we'll take him out.
Shockwave.
3, 2, 1.
Oh!
Target you. Move to star.
There we go. That took a while. That was my fastest kill, apparently. It felt like it took a very long time. Did we get them out? No. Oh, that's such a cool gun, though. Look at that. Sick.
It wasn't enough. Thank the tides he had one last trick up his sleeve to carry him to safety.
What the? Okay. I want to know two things. First, how could you let that pipsqueak get away? And second, why don't I have an escape pod?
I do want that sword, though.
One Alliance hero down, but I want your blades soaked in Proudmoore blood. Move!
The 7th Legion fought bravely to get us out of there.
Hold this ground, 7th Legion. We need to get our ships away.
Look at that dinosaur, man. It's on a mechanical thing.
I've got an arrow with your
What a
name
bro.
carved into it.
We'll cross paths.
Oh, there's the tank that destroyed the barricade earlier.
Chains before this war ends, I promise you.
The Horde troops were relentless, bloodthirsty, but our Coltiran forces weren't backing down.
I need this blockade broken and these docks secured.
You should have never challenged the might of Coltiris, Horde scum!
We're not here to taunt them. Focus on the ritual. We must ensure all our people make it out.
Oh, we will. Doesn't mean I can't enjoy myself while doing it.
Put a stop to whatever ritual those Coltirans are attempting. And quill blathering while you're at it.
Yeah, we're gonna kill this thing. But for this boss fight, again, it's another one where you have to like split your group into twos because you've gotta have like half on each ship. But thankfully, you can complete it solo.
No escape from the
Run
sky
out.
fury.
Watch all.
So she's dead. You click on this little teleporter, it takes you to the other team. Or what should be the other team, anyway. He's dead. You click on that teleporter, it takes you back over here. And this thing's here, and you've got to interrupt it. It's casting a spell that will one-shot literally everyone in the raid team.
Watch your step. Help
So that's fine. Nice and easy. Here we go. He's dead. I'll make our way over here, kill these guys real quick. And did we get the axe? No. A shame.
That's when the troll
Wait for the roleplay to happen here, because then another ship comes by.
Princess Delanchi.
I really want to run Mythic as well, because look at that armor set, man. Like, this is the normal one, which is... Thanks, cutscene. This is the normal armor set, which is fine. I think it looks okay. It looks pretty cool. The shoulders are a bit lacking. The Mythic one solves that problem massively, though. Look at that, it's a dinosaur skull.
Proudmore. It will be so, Princess. Heroes, come aboard!
Not crazy about the helmet, but like the rest of the set, though? Dude. Sick. Alright, one more boss. Not here for a mount now, we're just after the sword that this guy drops. I say this guy, it's Dalen's sword. Dalen Proudmore, where it drops from his sister, Jaina. I got the update of the ship model as well, that's nice. So, in about 5 minutes, if that. Not even 5 minutes, probably. I've got to go.
Lord Admiral Proudmore was as gallant as they come. She offered the Horde every chance to...
It is what it is. It is what it is. Got things to do, got games to play, got people to speak to, and then I've got to... I mean, we're talking like 10 hours from now, the Royal Rumble begins. So, you know I'm going to be watching that. Come on, get the roleplay over and done with, let's fight.
Then you would have been wise to run while you still had the chance.
Shout out to Laura Bailey, who voices the wonderful Jaina Proudmore. Does a very good job. Big fan of her.
Run out.
You don't mind the cold.
Oh, it didn't do a glacial ray this time. That's nice.
Phase change.
Here we go.
You really think I've been running, Captain?
Impossible!
I lured you into open waters.
Stack
Because
high.
out here, you have no hope of escape.
Yeah. We've got no hope of escape, apparently.
Stack high.
Can't see where I'm going. That tornado would stop chasing me.
Phase 2. Fate 9.
Oh, she's gonna...
Stack high. Target
Is she gonna teleport? Maybe? Oh, there she goes. I've got to run. It's such an interesting mechanic for a boss fight. Where she like teleports to the middle and like starts instantly freezing everything. And you've got to destroy this wall and run away from it. And you've got to unfreeze your friend so he can like fire an arrow into her to distract her. And then you run back. It was such a cool design for a boss. I don't know if it actually played well. I remember watching the Race to World First on the hardest difficulty when this came out. And that was very, very fun to watch. I didn't understand what was going on at the time, obviously, but I think that is just a thing with World of Warcraft, though. That's why I try and like explain what I'm doing and how boss fights kind of work, and I ramble a lot because I know when people watch World of Warcraft, it's a very confusing game to sort of follow. Oh, and that's the story over. He's regaled us with his story. And... oh, we actually got the sword! Look at that, dude. Look at that.
Thank you for all you've done this day. We cannot reward you enough for your
What a nice ending that is.
seek reprisal for their losses.
It's a pretty nice sword. But no mounts again. Another week completely mountless. We have got Miss Pandaria world bosses to do, but I'm not doing them today. Maybe we'll do them this week on stream. Who knows? But I'm going to have to go. It's been nice testing the stream. No internet dropouts. Everything seems to be working, which is great. I am peacing out. I'm maybe going to have a little snack. A little cheeky snack, which will... I'll be honest, it's going to be me going downstairs, getting a drink, picking up a Terry's chocolate orange, and bringing that back up here. So that's my snack for the day. But yeah, I'm peacing out. Hope you all have a lovely day. If you've watched the video, if you've enjoyed it, give it a like. Leave a comment down below, like I said earlier. Let me know what rare mounts you've got recently. I'm interested to know. And I'm always on the look because I've got 672. I'm running out of mounts to chase a little bit. There are still a lot that I can get, for sure. But I am running lower. So let me know what you've been chasing after. If you've got anything good recently. Always looking for new things to go for. And give the channel a subscribe. It helps out a massive amount. And I appreciate it very, very much. And like I say, hope you have a lovely day. I'm going to peace out. I'll see you, YouTube. People watching on YouTube, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. End the recording.